Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's your pal Impossibum here, and today we're here with a little bit more schematics to help you guys out. Starting off things here, we're going to be doing a schematic that'll flag and unflag units for you, so you can, it's basically like a utility script. So I'm going to show you what I have set up here really quick. Let's hop on here. This is just a basic helper script to help visualize this for you guys. This one just, takes a flag ID of 99999. And if something has that flag, it just tells it to move to the processor's position. So basically, when we flag a unit, it'll move over to this microprocessor right here. This right here is what's actually going to be doing the flagging for us. I'll show you guys the code here real quick. I'll have the actual schematics available for you guys if you want to go through this and actually use it for yourself. But if you like coding things yourself, here's a look at it. You can reproduce that yourself if you'd like. Anyway, so let's start off. Actually, let me go through some target parameters here. These are the big ones you might want to change. Max drone, this is what you want to use if you want to change how many drones you want it to flag. So I have it set up to 3, but you can have it set to as many drones as you want. If you want it to only flag 1 drone, set it to 1. You want it to set flag 20 drones, set it to 20. If you can actually have that many drones, it'll flag that many for you. Drone count, that updates automatically. It'll just keep count of how many drones it currently has flagged. And this is just the ID you want it to have. You can change this to whatever you want. So this is basically just meant to be a helper script to help you guys get your other scripts up and running and testings and so on and so forth. So let's see it in action really quick. Let's go ahead and flag it. This is controlled by a switch, by the way. So I hit the switch. It's going to flag 3 of them for me. It'll tell me how many has flagged. You can see there's a 3 right there telling us how many we have flagged. And they're responding. They're just going to the microcontroller like they're programmed to do. I'm going to unflag them now. And now it tells me that 0 are flagged. It'll still show this as being controlled because that's where it receives its last communication. But after a moment or two, it'll go back to default pathfinding mode. There it goes. So if you don't control something or send any orders after a few seconds, it just goes back to default behavior, which is all that has happened here. All right, with that out the way. That was the unit flagger, deflagger thing. I'll have that on the Steam shop, and I'll have it listed in the Discord for you guys to try it out for yourself. All right, this next schematic here is just an example, a visualization to show you why we need the next schematic. So right now I have these pulsars, which is the tier 2 Novas, being controlled by this microprocessor. Basically, this is the Nova skirmisher, schematic that we had last time, just retrofitted to work with pulsars. So basically, it binds a pulsar instead, and the distance that it aims for is the pulsar's max distance, which is 8, as opposed to the Nova's 24, if I recall correctly. So these are all being controlled by that. Let's go ahead and hit play and see what happens here. And look how close they have to get before the pulsars even realize that it exists. It's pretty close. They're sitting here getting shot and they still don't realize that it exists. And now, once it got basically right on top of them, then it's like, oh my god, there's an enemy there, let's go attack it. Because that is how close things have to get to pulsars for them to realize that there is something there. Their range is atrocious. They're pretty handy overall, but their range is just like garbage, absolute garbage. So the best thing you can do with them is give them a scout or a squadron leader or somebody that will, basically scan the horizon for them and give them targets to aim at. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, the next schematic I am going to show you here is the Nova Commander Pulsar Squad demo. Okay, so basically what this one does is it basically has a Nova that's going to act as the eyes and ears for the pulsars and act as like a base for them to return to. And let me see, this is the one controlling the Nova Commander. And this microprocessor over here is going to be controlling all the pulsars. And this memory cell is basically going to be writing down where they should be aiming at things. So basically the Nova is saying, hey, I see an enemy, let's say the Nova is standing like here. It might see an enemy over here that the pulsars wouldn't see for another 10 minutes or something. Their range is awful. And it'll basically tell them, okay, well, go over here. There's an enemy over there. And then once they're in range, go kill it, essentially. And if there's nothing in range, they just regroup on the Nova, which is good for a Nova in particular because they can heal up and, heal up their teammates. The other thing I added is I started using the boost command for the units. So these guys can actually fly around and follow the Novas around. All right, looks like they're set up here. I'm going to show you guys. They're all following this one right here. So we take control of them. Whoops, that's not the one they're following. They're following this one. Okay, so you can see they're following around this guy. They know that's the guy that they want to be aiming for. That's their guy that's going to take care of them, and it's going to do all the scouting for them. So now let's see what happens with this next time. Remember, last time they literally had to get to, like, if let's say this is the target pulsar we're talking about, the enemy had to get right here where my mouse cursor was before it even saw it, before it knew to fire at it. Now let's see what happens now. Let's see how far away until the Nova the pulsars start shooting at it, or moving towards it. All the way over here. Look at that difference. Mind you, the Novas, saw it over here, and then, he finally said, oh, it's over there. So instead of, like, shooting at things only when they're right here, they actually ran up to it right over here. So that's pretty cool. Let's go try this out again. See it in action. I like watching the drones fight automatically anyway. I just think it's cool to see. Go back there, heal up, and then go back towards the front once they recover a little bit. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, this next one is called the Unit Terrain Polling. And basically, it's kind of like a work in progress demo, like, hey, did you know you could do this kind of thing? So let me get it set up real quick. Basically, I'm just going to have it tag it daggers as opposed to Novas for now, just because this is a simple demo thing that's easy to break, I'll be honest. All right, so right now it has this guy targeted. Okay, so basically this will tell you, what's to your top right of your mech currently right now. This is just a super simple demo. Right now it says, okay, right here there's only air, which essentially means you can build there, no problems at all. But look what happens when you come, I don't know, over here. Alright, now we're controlling it, it says air. But let's see what happens when we get off of it there. Run back up here really quick. What's there? Stone wall. So basically you can poll to see what's in an area. Say, okay, what's here? What's there? What's over here? And it'll tell you stone wall, it'll say air. The only thing I wish it says, which it does not say, is water, which means you can't poll to find out, where the water is, which really sucks. But with this, you can use this to access whether something is buildable or walkable or not. So in the upcoming future, we'll definitely be using this to figure out some kind of pathfinding system. Because right now, the pathfinding for units, you can use to, unit control pathfinding, and basically it'll just have your guys hover near the enemy zone here. And other than that, you have no pathfinding. It'll literally just try to take a straight line towards the target, and if it can't get there, it'll just keep walking into a wall for all eternity. So figuring out a pathfinding system is definitely possible. And it'll be very complicated and interesting, I'm sure, to get figured out. But I also think it's really cool that it's at least possible. So now we can run over here and say, hey, oh, hold on. I let go of it. I wish there was a better way to do this. Hold on. Let me do this. Yeah, I'll switch to you. That way I don't have to walk all the way back. Now this guy should be saying, hey, there's only air there. I grab him. Yep, only air. I grab him again, move him over here. Grab this guy again so I don't have to go all the way back to thing. And now it's a stone wall. It's very simple, but I figured you guys might want to know that that's even possible. Here's the code here. It's very, very simple. There's nothing, amazing going on here. And I'll give you guys a schematic if you want to play with that for yourself. But I thought many people might not even know that it's possible to know what kind of tile is where. To where you can just go and say, hey, what's that coordinate, 20x and 30y? and you can actually poll and say, okay, this is what's there. You can even get reference to a building if a building is there. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, guys, we're going to end this one here. This has been Impossibum with more schematics for you guys. If you guys are interested in stuff like this, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click that bell icon so you know when I put out new content. Smash that like button, leave a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.